Mountain Dew doesn't spend $7.5 million on a Super Bowl ad and then get into their boardroom the next morning, twist their mustaches, smoke their cigars, and say, yes, how many bottles did we sell last night? This is not something that happened yesterday. We've been in the social media game since 2016. I ran my first Facebook ad in 2013. You guys have to dominate top of mind awareness. And social media is where you do that at. And utilizing AI allows you to not. But this mobile device came along, and for the first time ever, we had the opportunity to have. Some predictions show that these models are improving up to. Let's go! How we doing, boys? Let's go! Y'all better get up in the back right now. Let's go! Woo! How we feeling, St. Pete? DJ Scuba Steve, we better wake them up. How we feeling, St. Pete? Let's do it. I like that. That was cool. A little peace. Woo! Well, I'm excited to be here. Wade invited me. I said, dude, I got the perfect 90-minute presentation. He was like, cool, bro, you got 30. So, take notes. We're going to move quickly. And at the end, I'll give you a QR code so you can steal all my slides. And I'll give you my top 12 AI tools. Sound good? Hold on. You guys know I can see you, right? So, sound good? Yeah. That's better. Let's get the party started. All right, guys, today I'm going to be covering my AI strategies and how you can win in business. What we'll cover today is my insane AI-powered marketing blueprint that currently puts me in front of over 2 million sets of eyeballs per year, and how you can ethically steal it and implement it in the next 24 hours. As a bonus, I'll give you guys several tools you can use that cost little to no money. The panel last night was cool. Did you guys like that? That was like some good information, right? That was fun. But I didn't really get to do an introduction to myself, so humble beginning, big goals. I'm a kid from Kentucky. Again, I wore my shoes today so you couldn't tell. And my dad never made more than 20 bucks an hour. My mom raised me and my brother. I'm a dyslexic college dropout that got arrested twice before the age of 24. Okay? Let's just go ahead and 8 Mile and put it all out there. However, I have grown multiple successful businesses and exited. And so what I'll teach you today is not anything let's just keep my slides, there we go. Not anything that is like pontification. Meaning I didn't like read it in a book and go, oh, that was really cool, I'll go put that in my slides. What I'm going to teach you, everything that I'm going to teach you today comes from practicality, meaning I've done it myself. And so here's the proof. On social, I've got about 13,000 followers on Facebook. My YouTube channel reaches about 250,000 people every 90 days. And on Instagram, we're over 30,000 followers. I don't tell you this to impress you. I tell you this to impress upon you. If a dyslexic college dropout can build a brand online, so can you guys. Here's my QR code. If you want to scan that, we can link up on IG. I post content every single day that is just straight give, meaning I just want to help you guys. My senior year of high school, I started my first business with $300, a Walmart weed eater and a Walmart push mower. My guidance counselor, my chemistry teacher was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, well, I'm going to be a businessman. They're like, no, DJ, you aced Chemistry 1, Chemistry 2, and AP Chemistry. You're going to go be a chemical engineer and take one of these 8 football scholarships that are on the table. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I still remember the night that I was sitting at the dinner table with my mom and my dad, and I told them, I said, I think I'm just going to keep mowing grass. My dad takes his fork and just drops it on the plate. Anybody in here ever made a decision that you thought was going to better yourself, but you thought it was at the cost of letting someone down that believed in you? I'm here to tell you one of the biggest lessons I've learned in my life is that you have to believe in yourself, especially when no one else believes in you. I grew that business over $3 million in revenue and sold it. My mom and my dad both eventually worked for me. It all worked out. So, let's get into this. Anybody in here, I want to know, who called your rich uncle to start your moving company? No? PE firm showed up at your door and said, hey, let's get in the moving business? No. Cool. We're all bootstrap entrepreneurs. We're what builds America, guys. We're the backbone. And I mean, quite literally, you guys are what moves America. So I was so excited about that joke. And then also, I've got some really cool AI-powered technology that I've built that we'll talk about today. The potential is unlimited with this stuff. Check this out. I uploaded a couple of headshots to one of these softwares, and it literally created AI images of myself. Like, got the Marshall Mathers look. Well, that's called a hallucination. I'm clearly bald. But you can see the rest of these are pretty light. I'm quite fond of the Mr. Rogers look with the red sweater as well. And I'm here to tell you guys that this stuff is getting really wild. Pretty wild, right? This stuff is crazy, and it's only moving faster and faster every single month. Some predictions show that these models are improving up to 400% per quarter, okay? And so I'm not going to say you missed the game. You're just a little bit late, but it's still time to hop onto it. What we're going to cover first today is my Access Attention AI framework, okay? So there's been 3 technological waves that have hit small businesses, and I want to run through those with you so that we're all on the same page before we get started. Sound good? Hey, can you guys look to your left or your right, grab the person next to you, shake them, say, I'm glad you're here. That's a little better. Wake you guys up this morning. We got to need to refresh the coffee or something. All right, super high level stuff here, guys. If you're taking notes, I want you to draw a circle. I want you to draw another circle. And I wanted you to draw one more. I mean, like this is high level Kentucky technology, okay? Super high level stuff. In the first top corner, we're going to talk about access. You guys remember the AOL CDs? Like some of y'all, that was your first introduction to the internet. You're like, I don't know what this is. Like, nowadays, like if somebody sent you a thumb drive in the mail and you're just like, plug this into your computer and download the thing. People are like, hell no, it's got a virus on it, right? Back then, we're like, oh, cool, let's see. It's like, you've got mail. Here's what happened. It leveled the playing field because the access was now available to all of us. The gatekeepers were gone. You realize my dad grew up, he was born in 1956. He had an outhouse, now he has an iPhone? Like, what? The internet leveled the playing field for all of us because it gave us access to information. And it was the first technological wave. And some of you guys, maybe if you've been in business long enough, you fought this. In 2007, you're like, I don't need a website. The internet's a fad. The yellow pages are just fine. And then you quickly figured out, like, shit, you kind of need a website. The next one was attention, and that was social media. Social media allowed small businesses like you guys to have a megaphone to talk to your customers. So that for the first time ever, you didn't have to pay the radio station, the television station, the newspaper, right? Anybody in here ever run a newspaper ad? Come on. Yeah, you guys are just embarrassed. You don't want to say that. I'm not going to stay up here all the time. Listen, here's the thing. With social media, you guys can pull out a camera and talk directly to your customers now. Like, as much as you want. Like, can you imagine calling your local Fox News station, like local news, and being like, hey, Billy, just leave the lights on for me when you shut down tonight and the cameras and everything rolling. I'm going to slide by around 10 p.m., shoot a couple spots. We'll just run them in the news tomorrow. It's like, no, bro. It's tens of thousands of dollars if you want to do that. You guys have a massive opportunity, and it's literally sitting right inside of your pocket. And then the last one's artificial intelligence. AI's changed the game. I got a couple up here, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Meta, Grok, Gemini. We talked about these a little bit last night. I think that the power that these things have to help you guys with your business is next level. I said a little bit last night with the legal stuff, like if you got attorneys that you're paying to write letters, these can do rough drafts. Now again, I don't think you should take this all the way to like self-representation in a court. That's probably not a good idea. But it could save you thousands of dollars on legal work It can also help you write copy. It can help you strategize. If you've got a pitch deck, feed it in and say, hey man, rip this thing apart. Tell me what I could be doing better. Super powerful stuff. So that's my 3-step framework there that you guys got. All right, so let's talk about the challenges that you guys are facing as small businesses. The first one that I typically hear is that you guys don't think you can afford to use AI or to upgrade the way that you're marketing your business. The second one is you don't know what you don't know. Let's show by a sign of hands. How many people in here just are like, hey man, I just can't afford this. It's going to cost too much. Cool, good audience. You guys, ICPs in here, I like this. How many of you guys are just like, I just don't know what I don't know? Cool, we're in a safe space, guys. And then lastly, how about you just don't have time? You're like, dude, I'm busy. I got trucks breaking down. I got guys calling in. Like, it's just too much going on. Cool, some of you guys. Let's tackle these one at a time. The first one, you can't afford it. Some of you guys look like Tyrone Biggles in here. They're like, yeah, DJ, I got it, but like, where do I get the leads, man? Building a brand takes time. Mountain Dew doesn't spend $7.5 million on a Super Bowl ad and then get into their boardroom the next morning, twist their mustaches, smoke their cigars, and say, yes, how many bottles did we sell last night? Doesn't work like that. Top of mind awareness. I can't put you guys in a dancing banana costume and somebody sees it on Instagram and they're like, shit, Wade, we're moving today, man. Doesn't work like that. You guys have to dominate top of mind awareness. And social media is where you do that at. And utilizing AI allows you to not get stuck with writer's block. Like writer's block is not a thing anymore. So let's talk about this. These are a notable quotable. You have to take Algebra 1 before you take Algebra 2. So I want to make sure you guys got some basic numbers that you understand. Here's how you measure cost. 1, CPC, cost per click. What does it cost you to get someone from these platforms to your website? That is a metric you should be tracking. CAC, customer acquisition cost. What does it cost you to acquire a customer? Less than 15% of small businesses know their customer acquisition cost and their LTV, which is the lifetime value of their customer. Some of you guys are like, holy shit, yeah, I'm going fast. It's okay, I'll give you the slides. I'll be here for the next 2 days. We can chat and hang out. The last one is cost per view. What does it cost you to get a video view on social media? Because about 60-ish% of all content viewed on social platforms now are video content. So like taking a selfie in the office because it's Karen's birthday is not enough anymore. Like we need a video of you guys all singing happy birthday to Karen. Tracking with me? Yes or yes? And then the last one is this, CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. I literally just started working with a client the other day, dude, spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with Clear Channel radio advertising. I'm like, what's your CPM? He's like, what's that? I'm like, holy smokes. What does it cost you to get in front of 1,000 sets of eyeballs? Because if we can all agree that we're playing the top of mind awareness game, well then now it's just like, how much does it cost me to get my brand in front of 1,000 people, right? If you guys were to send out 1,000 postcards, what's that cost? DJ Scuba Steve, they know I can see them, right? Okay. Nobody in here does direct mail, ever? Like you guys do? Anybody buy stamps? Cool. Let's say on the low side it's 500, right? If you're at like 50 cents per card, postage all in, you got a good direct mail postage person. On Meta, you can get those same 1,000 people for less than $5. You're talking about a 100x pickup. And like, this is not something that happened yesterday. We've been in the social media game since 2016. I ran my first Facebook ad in 2013. Like this technology's been here, you guys are just sitting on it. So I'm trying to wake you guys up today, show you there's a huge opportunity for you. Really what it all comes down to is if you do not get in front of people, they don't know you. And if they don't know you, they can't flow you. You've got the biggest problem in your business right now is not that like Mike needs a performance review. We might need to upgrade our truck. Maybe we need an AI to answer our phones. Like, no, your biggest problem in your business right now is not enough people know who you are and what you sell. That's what Reagan was just talking about. Get known. Loved all those strategies. So let's talk a little bit about the evolution of attention real quick. You guys still tracking with me? Cool. So, here we go. In the beginning, we had cave paintings. That's how we communicated, right? Like a caveman would go up, he'd like hieroglyphics, I don't know if that's how a caveman sounds. It's the best I can do for you this morning. And so then from there, we went to newspapers, extra, read all about it. From there, we moved to radio. And now it's like, whoa, we can hear people's voices. We're not just having to read. And from there, we had the television. And the television was like, for the first time ever, I could see you and hear you. It's crazy, double sensory overload, right? But the problem was all of these were one-way communication, meaning you put your message out to the consumer receives it, and you're kind of tone deaf to it. There was no feedback loop. Unless you were my dad, because like when the Colts played on Sunday, he talked to the TV all the time, right? He's a blue-collar guy, and you damn Colts, another season of being a Colts fan. But this mobile device came along, and for the first time ever, we had the opportunity to have two-way communication with our clients. We can talk to them, and they can talk back. It's powerful stuff, guys. And now we've went full circle because you have grown-ass men sending like poop emojis to each other. And so we're back to the hieroglyphics. But here's the mobile effect. There are things on your phone that are utilitarian. I want you to think about what used to sit on your desk that's no longer there, that your phone does for you. Just shout them out to me. Rolodex. Some of y'all are showing your age. Okay. What else? Calendar. Calculator. Notes. Camera. Exactly. It's eating it. Kodak used to be $1 billion company. I'm not talking about Kodak Black. Kodak the cameras. Used to be $1 billion company. Now, like, what are, next to nothing. The other thing is escapism. People death scrolling, doom scrolling. You guys heard about that? But here's the biggest thing. I think social was the biggest piece of advancement for the mobile device. It allows you guys to communicate with your customers, which is the point I'm trying to drive home for you today. And this is not like a trend that's going to change anytime soon. Here's a chart where it's basically advertising on TV versus digital, and it just continues to grow. This is also why I believe Elon bought Twitter. Now, love him or hate him, like I said last night, I wouldn't bet against Elon. Here's what he knew. This is Pew Research. This is a chart of social media platforms that are based on how much they have been utilized. So the top one's YouTube. Next we got Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn. None of those are for sale. Elon wants to buy a social platform. He can't buy YouTube. It's owned by Google. Zucks has got Facebook and Instagram. He paid a billy for Instagram. Back in the day, they were like, you're crazy. Now he's like a genius. Pinterest isn't for sale. TikTok isn't for sale. Well, maybe it's for sale. Who knows? LinkedIn is actually owned by Microsoft. A lot of people don't know that. And so as we move down, WhatsApp's also owned by Meta. And so Snapchat, Evan Spiegel turned down a $3 billion offer from Meta. Zucks was like, hey, sell me Snapchat. I'll give you $3 billion. He was like, kick rocks, kid. Damn, balls of steel. That's hardcore negotiating. And then so now we got X, which is formerly Twitter, who his boy Jack Dorsey, PayPal Mafia. If you guys have never looked up PayPal Mafia, write that down. That's Peter Thiel and that whole crew. Like, I would not bet against those dudes. If they're involved in something, Palantir, anybody heard of that? Yeah, Peter Thiel's company. These tech bros out in the valley, like, they got a little clique going on, right? It's like a George Carlin thing. It's like, they got a cool club and we ain't in it. So Elon saw that basically the only one he could buy would be X, and so he bought it because I think we're moving to a place where these apps will turn into what China has, and they're called super apps. So on a super app, you have your social media platform, you have lots of communication channels like a WhatsApp, but then you also have like banking and other things. And so as we continue to move more digital as a society, I think Elon's hedging that bet. Cool. Let's get a little tactical. There's 3 audiences, write this down, that you can talk to on social media. Your current clients, your prospects, your referral base, and then we have 3 goals. More exclusive leads, lower lapse can rate, which to me is like a cancellation, meaning if you build a brand for you guys, like they're not booking and then canceling, and if they book with you and you do a good job, they're gonna refer you, right? Because most of you guys, if I could guess, you're like, DJ, like we get one check from our customers. They move probably one time, right? No, they move one time, and then guess what? They have a bunch of friends that move. And so your referral base is built into your customer base. Somebody's going to take that and go back and make a couple extra $1 million next year. And then lastly is increased income. All right, we got through that one. We're cooking. You guys good with me? We good? Yeah. All right. I told Wade, I was like, all right, we're going to cram it in, man. That's a little Trump signal there. You don't know what you don't know. Number 2, and again, back to notable quotables, you have to take Spanish 1 before you take Spanish 2. Here's the difference. A lot of you guys still don't understand the difference between organic content and paid content. Organic is making a post, it costs you nothing. Advertising is meaning you're putting money behind it to force it down the throats of the people that are in your market. We are past the days of only doing organic content. You have to be running some form of paid ads. If nothing else, it's called a retargeting campaign. You can get a Facebook pixel, put it on your website, And then on Meta, when people come to your website to check it out and they go back online to Facebook and Instagram, they see an ad from you guys. At a minimum, you should have a retargeting campaign going on so that you can stay in front of the people that checked you out already. Tracking me on that? Cool. Appreciate the 6 of you. Here's from our TikTok rep. He sent this over to me. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's go in our slideshow presentation. The difference between organic and paid solutions. Organic strengthens your presence. It builds trust with your community, and you can have fun storytelling. Paid solutions reaches targeted audiences, delivers large campaigns, and allows you to scale content. If you post something organically, right, and that thing hits, right? Like maybe you guys do a charity event, like, hey, this old folks home caught on fire, and so we donated to go. Actually, Wade, what's one that you do? I've seen that you've posted some community service stuff that you do. Like, what's a campaign that you guys use that is like a community involvement thing? It was something with the hurricanes or something?
Yeah, free document storage.
Okay, free document storage for hurricane season. So like, I would take that. I mean, if it flops, don't do this. But if it hits, right, and you get it like picked up by local media and people are commenting and there's a lot, amplify it. Put dollars behind it to make it go further. It's a way that you guys can test with organic content. You can post 5 to 15 to 25 times per week, take the best one from that week, and then amplify it with ad dollars. Okay, I don't have time to go any deeper than that. Let's talk a little bit about video. I mentioned this before. Yes, that is a video of me back from 2009. That's one of my very first YouTube videos. Yes, I had hair. No, I will not play this for you. And no, you cannot find it on YouTube. It is buried. I talked like this when I was from Kentucky, and I said, hey guys, it's Coach Carroll up here. I'm going to teach you in this video. It's bad, guys. Okay, personal development is a good thing. But 3 times the engagement over 2D graphics, 78% of people watch video online each week, and 1/3 of all online activity is watching videos. It's a non-negotiable anymore. You've got to be making videos. All right, let's get into some strategies. I won't be able to deep dive on all these, but again, I'll give you guys my slides when I get to the end. Here's some stuff you guys can do. The only one I want to touch on here is the document. Just pull out your phone and make content. It's not that hard. I'm going to show you guys. So I had this idea last night. We're sitting at dinner. I'm like, dude, we've never ran ads for me to event planners. Like an event planner would hire me to come speak at their conference, like this one, right? And so now, today, you guys are going to help me make a future ad. We good? All right. The only thing I ask is you can't be crickets. So when I'm like, make some noise, I need you guys to get rowdy, okay? Like, we good on that? You guys are about to prank me. I know. Somebody's in the back like, this dude thinks we're going to help him watch this. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up? It's Coach Carroll. And if you're an event planner, I got something for you. I'm here at the Titan Retreat. Not yet. They're crazy. Not yet. They're loving me, okay? If you're an event planner and you want a high-energy speaker to come light the stage on fire for you, I need you to click the link somewhere below. Oh, and we got sparks. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, make some noise! Click the link. Click the link. You guys freaking crushed that! Let's go! That is going to kill it! Thank you all. That was awesome. But that's all you got to do. That's it. It doesn't have to, you ain't gonna have to like go DJ and spark. That was sick, DJ Scoop. I got you. Checks in the mail, baby. But listen, all you guys have to do is pull it out and say, hey, we're here helping Betty move. Betty, how's the experience so far? Well, Chad's great. He's handsome. If Billy wouldn't have died earlier, I'd be all over you, Chad, if I was 20 years younger, right? Like, get that on camera, man. Like, you got to get these captures, these moments, and then post them over and over and over again. Here's the other thing, because I don't have time to go through all of these. Here's Mr. Wonderful. I saw him at a conference that I was speaking at. I said, hey, man, what's your take on social media? Anybody here, Kevin O'Leary, Shark Tank fans? You guys like Shark Tank? Cool. He says, social media is no longer classified as marketing. It's a utility now. No different than your water bill, electric bill, or your internet bill. You can't afford not to do it, okay? I need you guys to look at it that way. And then I need you to get your team involved. How many people in here have like movers, like people that are out, like that go and do the stuff, not just you? Okay. Add them to your Facebook and Instagram page. Here's a little fun. Everybody's like, get Google reviews. Dude, I'd rather my whole team be making content. Google reviews are important. But if your lead guy on every move goes and gets content, you guys will turn them into a content factory so that you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. Super powerful strategy. I'm about out of time, so we got to go through this fast. I want to get through this framework real quick. This is how you guys use AI in your content. It's my 10-80-10 framework, okay? Write this down. On the first 10 is a format of how we talk to the AI. Could be ChatGPT, could be whatever you want to use. It's, who are you? You're $1 million an hour attorney. What am I trying to achieve? I need you to write a letter to the AG. What must I have? You must cite legal sources to back up what you write. And give me a professional letter that I can copy and paste and send out, okay? A lot of you all go to ChatGPT with like a half-baked idea, and then you're like mad because it gives you a half-baked response. Like, you got a freaking genie in your pocket, and you don't want to spend 5 minutes writing the prompt to it? It's crazy. So we're going to prompt it that way. Who is it? What do you want from it? What it must give you, and the format that it gives you on the output. That will change how you guys interact with the AI. Then we let the platforms do the heavy lifting. 80% is done by them. My favorite is Claude. And then the last 10% is my review, edit, repeat, run. We're going to review what it gave us. We're going to edit it if it's simple little edits. Like, don't go to ChatGPT like, you missed a period. Like, dude, just put the period in there. It's like not worth waiting for the prompt to run. And then repeat it. So if we need to send it back through and have them re-prompt it out, we can do that, and then you run with what it's got. This right here will change the game on how you guys are using AI. You like that? Yes or yes? Yeah. Cool. Power paid ads, we already talked about it. Please don't gamble with the boost button. It costs you a lot more money. You don't get as many, it's not as optimized. You don't get the targeting, and it's the slot machine of Facebook advertising. Why do I call it slot machine? In a casino, the slot machines are the best odds for the house. The boost button is the best odds for Meta, okay? Gotta get out of here. Here's an example of an ad. I pulled this from Wade's. We don't do these. These are like, Wade's got somebody he's working with, but it was sick, right? And the reason why he's doing this is because it's the best bang for your buck. $5 to get in front of 1,000 people. Stay in front of your audience. Highly targeted attention. And it builds your brand fast. 6 hours is the metric now that the average American spends on a social media platform per day. It's insane. My dad used to sit in the recliner and watch 3 hours worth of Jerry Springer at the end of the day. It's not like that anymore. It's 15 minutes at the stoplight. It's 23 minutes on the toilet. It's 12 minutes while you're waiting for your kid to get in the car. Like, they're microcosms. And that's why you guys have to be using tools that can grab people when they're on your site. Because if I see Wade's ad and I'm at a stoplight, I'm like, oh yeah, we're looking at moving. Let's see. Click, turn it on. I'm looking at his website. Light turns green. I'm gone. I'm closing it out, and now I'm gone, right? Not anymore. This is what Allie does. And this isn't crazy science fiction. This is real. I blurted it out so that Wade didn't get mad at me. But we've identified over 7,000 people from Wade's website in the last 90 days. Insane. Name, phone numbers, email addresses, home addresses, and the URL it came from. Here's a cool little hack, and then I got to wrap this thing up. Current IG hack. These are called trial reels. You guys can post on Instagram. Go into the setting. There's a thing called trial reels. Flip that on. And then turn off that it automatically shares to your audience, okay? What this does is it allows you to post on Instagram, and it only shows to people who aren't your followers, AKA free advertising. Powerful. Some of the biggest names in the business right now are taking their like hottest reels and they're throwing them back into these platforms and just cranking views for free. That one's a good one. All right, and how many of you guys in here, by show of hands again, are like, I just don't have time? Yeah? Me neither. I'm about out of time. How many of y'all feel like this right now? Yeah, guy in front of us like, splash zone up here. Cool. Well, I want to give you guys my slide deck, my top tool list, what's inside each page. I got best 4 practices for these platforms, signature plays that I use, a quick start recipe, so copy and paste starter prompts, stack fit and pricing, and pro notes. All of that's my gift to you guys. I want to give it to you for hanging out with me today. What do y'all think about that? Yeah? Let's go. And if I can talk to the serious business owners for a second, I got Way, DJ, Scuba, Steve, on the ones and twos. This is my new book that's coming out called The Hunter Head Game, 250 pages. I've been working on this book for over 10 years. The manuscript was 500 pages. I used OpenAI and Anthropic to help me edit this thing. It was like a use case. Pretty cool. Every other chapter is edited by ChatGPT. The other chapters are edited by Claude. And I share stories and strategies inside of here. I think the old world rewarded obedience. The new world demands killer instinct. And so when you guys scan that QR code to get a copy of the slides, on the very next page, I got some details on a special on how you guys can get a signed copy of this. That's all my time. I appreciate you guys, and as always, hustle, it's worth it.